think that they just did a very bad job of establishing control, and just like acting off information. A lot of plat players and gold players and under, what they do is when they're on attack, they defend, and when they're on defense, they attack. And it's a huge issue with a lot of players, and it's the reason why they're just stuck in this rank. So if you can just figure out minor ways to figure out what your mistakes are and just learn and grow from them, you'll automatically become a better player and easily get out of plat. Because like you're understanding the mistakes that you're making and that players in your ranking make a lot. Nobody sus. Let's go. Oh. What does this purple meter mean? Likely toxic player. Oh. This player has team killed at least 21 times in the past 60 days. Yo, Febreze. I'm scared. I want to bring a Valkyrie, but nobody's bringing a Jaeger. But, you know, at least we have a Smoke and Mew.
Comes, I guess.
And Cade. A big sad. Guy pretty like a girl. Any guy fights for his hell. See it both sides like Chanel. See it both.
Op 4 located a bomb. Protect it. Down to 10 seconds.
You can stop worrying about grenades now.
Down to 5 seconds.
Kind of want to space out my ADSs. Just that minor like space. It's just for the half wall if they throw anything over. Also prepping the window just in case, you know, they repel up or something and need to hear them. Very common drone spot, so they're probably just gonna push for K9 and they're gonna try to execute on the main wall. Probably gonna go library side over. This bar is absolutely awful. Like you can take that out so easily. Any idea where they're pushing from or no?
They're on the
They're pushing from
balcony.
library.
Sophia?
Got him from you. They still on.
He's to the piano.
One friendly remaining. Op 4 found a bomb. You must defend it. Op 4, last operator standing.
You can watch your library, huh?
No!
Failed.
I am so ass!
Damn.
I heard him on the breach, and I didn't want him to like grab the bomb. Yeah, no. In that position, I just needed to hit my shots, to be honest. Very wholesome team I'm facing right now.
5 seconds left.
God, that parkour placement's so bad, bro.
Op
Holy
4 has
shit.
located a bomb.
Investigate. Set up. Julia is on.
Matt dead?
Good shit. Was there anybody outside that wall with him?
I actually don't know.
Okay. Heard.
Got my cam over here. Put that for Bruce. I think I have one in the hall.
Bridge hole.
Last operator standing. Victorious.
Good job, dude.
Hostiles eliminated.
Thanks, man. Like I understand why Maverick's going main wall, but like I don't know if he's making it soft or he's just wasting his life because like I don't think I'm pretty sure Cade put his Cade down after I left site. So like they need to help the person going trench. They also didn't establish much control in trench. They both pushed. Like Ace for some reason pushed over from main garage, which was very odd.
Nice.
10 seconds.
Good for me.
Increase surveillance on bomb. Op 4 has a diffuser.
The hell is the point of these holes? Where?
Master window.
Oh, okay, heard.
Op 4 has located a bomb.
Ashton bad. Twitch dead.
Good luck, dude.
Op 4 eliminated.
It's so weird.
Successful.
What?
Drone activated.
Mozzie double door piano.
You have dropped the diffuser.
No, I'm not in a frost.
One friendly operator
God damn,
remaining.
man.
Op 4 eliminated all friendlies.
They have a Cade.
You have located a bomb.
I got the Cade off. So that's one.
Frost is on West Main.
Put it back on. He's caged.
That's Frost.
One for his last one.
That's Frost.
You located a
Going
bomb.
for it.
No one's close to right. One's blue. Nobody's east side wine cellar. Nobody's on back wine cellar. Mute is on bomb. Took out my cam.
He's on the slow brown table. Mav.
Good try. Kate is rotate. Kate is rotate. You went through rotate.
4 remaining.
Last one's blue. Last scene. I don't see him on the 8 cam right now.
I'm trying to plant garbage.
Okay. Yeah, he's in blue. Sound call.
Diffuser is online and active.
NA. On red pig. She's going to rotate. Through rotate. Crouched. Standing. She's inside by the snowmobile.
Op 4 neutralized.
I love you, Shady. It's okay, buddy. I have a Capcan this time. There's a Capcan on trench door, right side.
Drone activated. Shot drone go live.
There's an EDD on side door.
Activate shot drone.
You are
You go ahead.
Blue is running tomorrow.
Cade's on the wine cellar. By connector. He just fried me.
One's blue.
Took West main came out. Yours is better.
Blue.
He's running out. Twitch. There's one in blue. I'm on your West main cam.
Op 4 last
Dog
stop
dead.
standing.
Last one was blue, right?
Hi, bro, I'm playing.
15 seconds remaining.
Good stuff.
Nice.
GG's, boys.
Op 4 neutralized.
Okay, so I just want to briefly just go over some rounds and maybe explain my thought process and just, you know, why I did certain things, especially the very first round, which I was in a 1v4 scenario. I think I pick up the first kill through like a popped hatch. You know, I'm just trying to feel out, by the way, when I'm roaming, where the enemies are and where they're pushing from, because there's only like 2 takes that people usually do, and it's a solar take or it's a main lobby take. I thought they were gonna push main lobby because of the way that they had their drones placed, so I just lingered around and, you know, I try to see if I can catch somebody rushing or playing very stupid so I can get an opening pick. Seems like my teammates started dropping like flies. This hatch was open. I thought that Zofia heard me. I just waited for her to run by and I got the easy frag. And then that's when my teammates started actually like dropping like flies. By the way, before I explain my thought process, I said earlier on the video, like in the round, this barbed wire, what is this doing? The reason why I complain about the barbed wire is because it's not spreaded out properly. You put it in the middle there, it will be spread out from the top and bottom. It'll be harder for them to come up the staircase. Right here, they can just punch it from like cover. They can like be covered over here and just knife it twice, and then you know, it's easy to deal with. You know, it's just a waste of utility. And I out of all places, why at the bottom of library stairs? I guess because maybe nobody was holding library side actually. But once I realized I was in a 1v4, I just gotta start taking my ones, which is what you need to be doing in a clutch scenario. I'm trying to not allow them to plant the bomb, which a lot of players, they tend to do that. They'll tend to just hold dead angles and, you know, be scared to take gunfights. But like, I know if I allow them to get the bomb down, then I'm probably gonna lose this round because I am at a 1v4. With Maverick, I quick peek and I didn't dedicate my aim to him, so luckily he wasn't looking at me. If I were to play this over again, I want to practice a better trigger discipline. Instead of jumping a whole mag, I can just lock onto his head, one tap him with what I did with the ace. I could have just won that a lot easier. Ace, I just one tapped him. I didn't notice this drone until now. The drone was right here pinging me. Ash, she started droning me out, and I looked for the drone and I shot it. And as you can tell, anytime I notice they have a drone on me, I'm repositioning myself every single time. And I know she's gonna swing right around this area. I was just making sure they didn't pick up the bomb, because that's like what I'm trying to hold off basically. I shouldn't have went to shoot that drone. I could have lost that gunfight very easily, but I'm a nut for drone economy. But it just I wasn't being patient there. I heard the Nomad shuffle, like I heard her crouched. My crosshair just wasn't in a proper predicament to win this, and I didn't I just kind of swung. As you can tell, I didn't like this. If she wasn't leaning right here, I would have killed her. But you know, my crosshair was just in a bad predicament, and I ended up losing the gunfight because of it. I crouched into a shot, and it's something I need to work on with my mechanics. And I lost it. Round I should have won. Even though my teammates all died and all of that, I should have won that round. Now, the reason why I swung in that scenario, you probably were thinking I didn't need to swing. In my head, I do need to swing because she could have just grabbed bomb and went to the other side. If I have the opportunity to get the last frag, I have like 75 HP. And denying her from getting the diffuser, I need to take that gunfight because I'm going to have to take a gunfight anyways, because she has sight, she has bomb, and she even has intel on me, as you can tell. So I just needed to win that gunfight, to be honest. Just in gunfights, though, and this is a primary reason why I see a lot of plat players staying in this elo, is because they're scared to take gunfights. Don't be scared to take gunfights. I'm not saying swing or be swung type of mindset, but just take your ones accordingly. Like, for example, like I really knocked it down to a 1v1. It's just I didn't win my one when it came down to, you know, the one. So, yeah. Now, once again, like, I'm roaming the next round, and, like, they're pushing like they're scared for some reason. And, like, they're all pushing from weird scenarios. Like, the Maverick pushed the front wall, which I think in Plat 3, Plat 2 elo is common for players to just try to get the front wall and then execute there, like it's old chalet. But usually what you want to do is you want to push trench, because as you can tell on attacking, that's literally the only thing I was pushing was trench. And like I was a little baffled by, like, I didn't see my ace with me. It's just a lot easier to just, you know, take trench, cut off blue, cut off the connector, and then you can just plant safely and have proper cover. With the snowmobile, you're kind of stuck holding two different 3 angles maybe in a wide open. There's no proper cover. It's really hard to, you know, have more than 2 people holding across. So that's why I like trench. But these people, like whoever these attackers were, they had a very hard time with establishing control. It's a minute 30, man, and they're in main garage. Like, I get it, it's a 2v4. So you need to just establish control a lot quicker, act off information a lot quicker. When you drone, get somebody to follow up on it or take it right away. You don't need to over drone, because when you over drone, that 1 kills your drone economy, and 2, people move very fast in Siege. They switch up their angles pretty commonly. Any good player is not going to stay in one spot the entire round, man, especially when they know you've been droned. But you know, like they did minimal effort to take trench, and they had a very hard time with doing it. So it's just something you're just act off information. But coming down West Main, I'm checking common angles. I'm kind of quick peeking, like the crappy way of quick peeking, but I'm just trying to gain info so I can take a gunfight, or I can just back off. But I know, like, we're in a 4v2, so I don't need to do anything aggressive, get hungry for kills, and I'm just trying to play off sound here. Once again, checking common angles, and then I'm ready to swing. Nomad drop shots, and I would expect Ace to maybe be trench to swing. And he swings in the same scenario that Nomad was, and I just won the gunfight. I think that they just did a very bad job of establishing control, and just like acting off information. A lot of plat players and gold players and under, what they do is when they're on attack, they defend, and when they're on defense, they attack. And it's a huge issue with a lot of players, and it's the reason why they're just stuck in this rank. So if you can just figure out minor ways to figure out what your mistakes are and just learn and grow from them, you'll automatically become a better player and easily get out of plat, because like you're understanding the mistakes that you're making and that players in your ranking make a lot. Another thing, once again, acting off information is very important. I heard Gridlock's big chunky 3 armor operator. I heard her running around, and I just acted off information. I tried to make sure my crosshair was head level, so I don't have to like shoot a whole mag at her body to get her at least downed, and I can actually just, you know, get an easy kill. That's what you need to be aware of how you're placing your crosshair and just positioning yourself and just acting off information, because like I heard her running and I just got a very easy frag from just the sound. She's putting herself in a running animation, and have my crosshair just ready for her. See? Like, her head hits that double door. Now, this attacking round was very bad. I put my drone in lobby just in case somebody died so they can get on it. Right away, the double doors, like, shot down, I think, from Nomad, or somebody was spawn peeking. And we didn't really establish much control. Like, Twitch, I think, was the only one pushing a library. And, like, when you're pushing library over and K9 balcony, you need to make sure you're taking library, because if they're playing library, they can have a lot of cross angles on you and they can waste a lot of time, which you don't want. You know, you need to establish as much control as possible just so you can cut off as many angles as possible. If they are playing library, or, you know, if they're holding piano hall, they're going to be contesting you for a lot of the time. And that's what happened this round, to be honest. Like, I had Mozzie in piano hall, and I think Frost was in library box. So I was put in a weird scenario, and like we just didn't play off each other well at all, to be honest, guys. and nobody called out where they died, and I was like very, 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 very confused. And I got smoked, to be honest, as you can tell. Like, I got shot from 2 different angles. My crosshair was a little low, but it was in like a head level, so I would have got the kill maybe if Frost didn't smoke me. Ash couldn't pick up the 4 kills, and Ash was just in a bad scenario, so like he got smoked. I wasted my drone on this Mozzie pest, which definitely could have been avoided here, because I was gonna tell Ash, because like I looked around and I saw her coming from Fridge Hall. I was gonna tell her, or yeah, tell her to come shoot it, but I got antsy because the Frost was on West Main. So like, you know, it is a wasted drone, but I'm so worried that if I drop down and put my crosshair at the floor, they would have flung a C4 at me or ran at me, because that's what usually happens in like Diamond, Plat 1, Champ, Elo. People just want to swing. They use their C4s. They get so aggressive in this Elo, man. So quick peeking once again, and just, you know, picking up the easy frag, and you know, watching West Main, because what happens a lot of the time is players will just like be oblivious to what's happening on West Main. And you know, I notice Ash is getting aggressive here, and from here I'm just trying to watch West Main quickly, but also pre-firing a lot is what a lot of players don't do enough. You'll win more gunfights, you'll get lucky kills here and there, but pre-firing always helps. And just like droning out just like utility is also a good way to help your team. I didn't call it the mute jammer there. I was more focused on where their positioning was, and I tried to, you know, I tried to get a nade kill on the wall, but I didn't get it. My teammate gave a really solid call out on this like a little wine brown box thing. He gave a solid call. I knew what he was talking about. It's just my crosshair wasn't in a proper position to get the frag. Right here, like his head looks like a bottle, and it was just too low when I was first like in the gunfight, and I just got smoked. Like I was aiming way too goddamn low, man. I was thinking I could just wallbang that, and it just didn't happen. But getting on drones and just calling out for your teammates is the best possible thing you can do. Also, when you're in a solo queue atmosphere, what you should be doing is when you are dead and you notice your teammates aren't really talking to each other, try to communicate with each other with, for example, what my Twitch is holding, or what my Ace is holding, or just, you know, telling them what they're not telling each other. That's basically what you could be doing. I do have a drone there, and I did, you know, even though I laughed because he potatoed and he was in a weird gunfight, I stayed on this drone. That was a good cutoff. And red pinging in this scenario isn't the worst, to be honest, because it has a limited amount of intel. There's only 2 or 3 angles you can go from, and it's relatively the same angle. So red pinging here really doesn't matter. And like, as you can tell, she just gets smoked off and fragged. The smoke grenade was a little stupid in my opinion here, because I'm pretty sure Ace had limited vision from my knowledge, from the looks of this. Let's see, actually. Yeah, he smoked himself off, which you do not want to do, guys. Do not use smokes to smoke yourself off. You're supposed to cut off their angles, not yours. Smoke off deep, maybe. Don't smoke yourself off. There's times where you're smoking yourself off, and that's okay, and that's for like maybe plants. But once again, locating utility and then using, you know, your grenades as Maverick, because this is why I love Maverick so much. I used 2 nades on a down guy, but it's worth it because, you know, they misplaced their ADSs and I got an easy frag. I switched all my keybinds for my switch weapon. That's why I look so stupid. Trying to figure out where I'm switching weapons. And a huge mistake I did here is staying in the same position, because like it's just easily pre-fireable. I just believed that he was gonna re-swing and I can shoot his kneecaps, but perspective on my end, he probably saw more of me than I saw of him, and he was at the advantage in this gunfight. I should have maybe prone, crouched, got out of there, something, man. I put myself in a stupid predicament. Once again, telling your teammates what cams you're on, and, you know, being useful when you're dead, even though, as you can see, I'm on my phone. But I'm watching 1 cam, so like I'm very able to figure out what's happening. And this crossfire here actually wasn't the worst. And the smoke grenade, I wouldn't say it's the worst either. Because the smoke grenade is smoked off the connector. And if they swing around, they're going to have to run into the smoke and actually run at the planter. So it's not the worst, but, you know, it did its job. And him holding a very passive angle here and, you know, swinging when he hurt him, you know, you got the frag. So, yeah, that was the breakdown. So if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure that you like, sub, and comment, and let me know if you made it this far into the video. Just comment, I made it at the end of the video, or Garfield, I like your eyeball, something. But I appreciate you for watching the video. One love.